Hey everyone, my name is Kaylin Hubbard. Welcome to the first ever Food Network Niagara. Today we are in the Statler Teaching Kitchen. Thank you to the College of Hospitality for letting us use it. And we are going to have two contestants facing off for you today. Please meet our contestants. Chris, do you want to give us a little introduction about who you are and what you do at the university?
Sure, absolutely, Kaylin. My name is Chris Sheffield, and I serve as Vice President for Student Affairs here at Niagara. And today, I serve as a part-time baker.
So what are you baking today, and why did you decide to bake it?
Today, I'm making salted caramel chocolate cookies. This is a recipe that I found online. It sounded really good. It apparently won a Nestle cooking competition for someone, and so I thought this would be a worthy competitor entry in this competition.
Absolutely. We decided it might be a little bit too easy for you, so we wanted to throw in a little bit of a mystery. So you have three options to choose from. You can either choose the marshmallows, the peppermint, or coconut and chocolate.
All right, so
they have to be used at some point in your dish in any way.
Very good. So actually this one for me is pretty easy. I'm going to choose the peppermint candies because I think those will go really well with the dark chocolate in these cookies. So I'm going to begin with a half cup of room temperature butter. I'm going to be adding a half cup of packed brown sugar. And then to the butter I'm also going to add a half cup of regular granulated sugar. And so we'll be mixing these together, and I will be back with you in just a moment. So we've completed the ingredients in the paddle mixer. That was the brown sugar, the white granulated sugar, and then we also added a room temperature egg to this mixture and about a teaspoon of vanilla. You want to begin slowly incorporating some of the dry ingredients. We have about a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. This is what adds the really rich dark chocolate flavor. I'll also be adding to our dry ingredients about a cup of all-purpose flour.
What do you think you're most excited about for today, and what do you think you're most nervous about?
I'm definitely most nervous about baking generally, right? Because I have only baked cookies maybe once or twice in my life, and first time baking these particular cookies, and so that's a little bit of a challenge. I'm most exciting about making sure that our incoming student government president it falls apart in this competition, frankly. Right? I want to see that, you know what, our administration can beat the pants off of our students when it comes to cooking. So that's what I'm most excited about. I'll also add to our dry ingredients a teaspoon of baking soda. And now I'll begin incorporating the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients that we made in the paddle mixer. And you want to do this a little bit at a time so that you can adequately mix those ingredients.
Can you walk us through the mystery ingredient and what you're thinking about doing with that?
You know, what immediately comes to mind, Kaylin, is that peppermint candies are often used in Christmas cookies. And so, while we're a little bit beyond the Christmas season, I think there's always time for the festive feeling of Christmas. And so I think I may end up crushing up and sprinkling some of these peppermints on top of the cookies.
Do you have any predictions about today, how today's going to go for you?
I'm feeling a little bit nervous about it, again, because this is an untested cookie for me. And I certainly have a strong competitor, as I learned in Gigi Ortiz. And so don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I think I'll continue to hope for the best. To this, we're going to add, very importantly, some dark chocolate morsels. And now we get into the fun part, because as I mentioned, these are salted caramel dark chocolate cookies, and we have not talked about the caramel component of these. And that comes at the end, where we have these wonderful chocolate caramel candies that will form the center of these cookies. And so you're going to want two dough balls that are about equal size, and you sandwich the caramel candy between the cookie dough. And again, when they come out of the oven, these caramel candies are going to give that a really gooey, delicious center. So we've got a secret ingredient.
Yeah.
And I've chosen these peppermint candies because I think they'll complement the flavor of the dark chocolate and kind of contrast those things pretty well. So my idea is going to be, instead of trying to incorporate them into the dough, to sprinkle those on top as part of the finish. Now's the violent and dangerous portion of our cooking presentation, when I take this tenderizing meat mallet and go to town on these peppermint cookies. So we'll see how this goes. All right.
Oh man.
So that was, everyone okay? All right. I think that we came through that unscathed, and we have the beautiful peppermint cookies, or peppermint candies, to be able to finish off these cookies with. So we have the secret ingredient. We have these peppermint candies that I'll sprinkle on top of the cookies. And the final ingredient, and this is very important, is sea salt. You want to sprinkle the sea salt on top of the cookies. Sea salt adds a really nice contrast in flavor to the dark chocolate. So as I finalize these, they'll be going into a 350-degree oven for about 12 to 13 minutes, which is a relatively short period of time, because the cookies will actually complete baking once they come out of the oven and sit and rest on the baking pan.
Well, Chris, thank you for sharing this recipe with us. It was awesome to have you here cooking with us. And hopefully someday you'll be slaving away making these in the dining commons for everybody, right?
Well, I look forward to it, Kaylin. Thank you for the opportunity to come in here and to stretch my comfort zone in baking, which is something I don't normally do. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Okay, hi Gigi. Do you want to just start by just telling us who you are and what you do at the school?
Yes, my name is Gigi Ortiz. I am a junior hospitality and business major. I am currently the student body president-elect, and I am on CMAA and the Commuter Advocacy Board.
Awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're baking today and why you decided to bake it?
So I'm going to be making banana bread. Actually, this is a kind of a fancier banana bread. So this will be a chocolate chip banana bread with a peanut butter glaze on top. So the reason I kind of started making banana bread was because when I was younger, we'd always let our bananas go bad because we were kids. We didn't like to eat them. So my mom one time whipped it into bread, and we actually really, really liked it. And so it's kind of just been a staple in our house. Whenever the bananas go bad,
Nice.
go bad, we make the bread.
Go bad,
Go bread,
bread.
yeah.
Okay, and Gigi, just so you know, also, we are going to have some secret ingredients for you that you're going to have to incorporate
All of
into
them?
your meal. No, you just have to pick one.
Okay.
So we have marshmallows,
Mhm.
we have peppermints, and then we have chocolate coconut candies.
Okay, interesting.
So you can choose one. Your competitor chose peppermint
Oh.
in his last dish, so the choice is up to you.
All right, I'm gonna go with the coconut chocolate candy. Yep.
Well, Gigi, you have 20 minutes, and your time starts now.
So right now I've got to take the bananas. The riper, the better they are. So I know sometimes it gets scary when you got the bananas and they're all brown in your house, but they're actually a lot sweeter and easier to mash and work into bread. So I like when they're mushy. They look gross, but they taste so much better.
How do you feel also about Chris being your competitor?
Honestly, I'm nervous. I've actually tried some of the things he's made before, and he's pretty good. He knows what he's doing. I think he's got a little bit more time on his hands to practice at home than I do. So now I'm going to add in the brown sugar, the vanilla extract, and a little bit of cinnamon. We're going to set this aside now. In this large bowl, we are going to take our butter, and we're going to get it all creamed together with our sugar. So right now we are mixing together the butter and the sugar, so this will turn into a nice creamy mixture. Then we'll add the eggs, and then it'll start to get a nice consistency, and then after that we'll add our wet ingredients. So now I'm going to add the dry ingredients in. You don't want to pour all of your flour in, because then you'll have a hard time getting it all together and mixed up.
So Gigi, what are you thinking about doing with your mystery ingredient?
So I think I'm going to incorporate it where I would have normally incorporated the chocolate chips.
Okay.
because it has that chocolate already. So we've also got to add the salt and the baking soda. All right, now I'm going to add
The banana.
the bananas. So now I'm going to add the secret ingredient, I guess. We're going to kind of break them up a little bit into pieces so that it's not too big of a chunk. So now I'm going to add some of the chocolate chips. And you can add as many chocolate chips as you'd like. All right, I'm going to add it into the pan now. So you want to spray it so that when your banana bread is finished, you can get it out easy. Make sure you get the size. Oh man, this is heavy. All right, now it is ready for the oven. So once you put your bread in the oven, you're gonna wanna make your glaze. I'm gonna be doing a peanut butter glaze. So the basics for any glaze is just some powdered sugar, some heavy whipping cream, and some vanilla. So I'm just gonna add some peanut butter to this one. And then you have a nice glaze. You're gonna use an electric mixer and mix it all up. And then you'll have a nice consistency. All right.
Okay, Gigi, well, thank you for coming in and baking for us. It was a lot of fun to have you here. And maybe we'll see you at the winner's table later.
Thank you so much. You will be seeing me there, so.
Hi, everyone. So today we have Chef Anthony Renda here with us. He's the executive chef for Met's Culinary Management. So Chef Renda, thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
So we had 2 contestants today, and one of them made for you this chocolate cookie. It has like caramel inside with dark chocolate. And then we also have a banana bread for you with a peanut butter drizzle on top.
Okay.
So all of our contestants had to use a secret ingredient that we provided for them. So in the cookies, you'll find peppermint used as a secret ingredient. And then in the banana bread, we have this coconut chocolate candy.
Sounds good. So it's nice and soft. Nice and creamy inside. Smells very good and chocolatey. It's got great flavor. A little bit more dense. I could taste the peppermint, which is really good. Presentation looks nice. It's very warm still. Could have used a little bit more time in the oven. It's not as cooked all the way through to where you'll get a little bit more of a airy dense to it. The sauce on top is actually pretty good for the peanut butter sauce. Yeah, not bad at all. So truthfully, the one I really enjoy the most is the cookies with the peppermints in it.
So the cookies were actually prepared today by Chris Sheffield, the executive. So Chris Sheffield prepared those cookies, and then the banana bread was prepared by Gigi Ortiz.
Well, they did a great job.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming and being with us today. We really, really appreciated it, and we really appreciated your insight. So the cookies are actually now set to be up for samples to be given out in Clay and in Galley.
Yes.